Hey, and welcome to another episode of Business Spotlight. I am Teresa Myrick with Action Coach Tampa Bay. And today we are here again. Y'all know how I like to do it. I'm bringing another wonderful business owner here in the Tampa Bay area. Today we have Tamara Glynn, right? Okay,
Yes.
I said it right, y'all. I was struggling with it. So Tamara's going to tell us a little bit about her business and how long she's been in the area and who she is. So Tamara, take it away.
Thank you for having me, Teresa. I'm super excited about this. So I am Tamara Glynn. I am the owner of ClearPath Health. We are a outpatient mental health agency I created in March of 2021. We didn't really open until August of 2021, but so we're a baby. But I've been a social worker for 30 years, and I have really overseen all kinds of different programs for mental health. And I really decided during COVID that I needed to do my own thing because I had a negative experience in my previous company. And I'm passionate about mental health above all. And they were not doing right for their clients and even my clinicians. So I decided, well, you know what? I know how to do it better than they can. And I'm just going to do my own thing. So I opened in 2021. We started with 2 clinicians and about 10 clients. Right now we have 20 clinicians, about 750 clients. We're about to open another location. So we now have 2 locations, Clearwater and Port St. Lucie. We want to really expand wherever there is a need for mental health. And, you know, people keep saying open here, open there. So I always take into consideration where the need is, because that's my passion. I really want to serve especially the Medicaid population that gets stuck in community mental health agency and don't get the services they need. So we've been growing pretty quickly, and we are now opening Ocala next month. And then I have 2 leases that I'm working on for Spring Hill and Melbourne. So I'm busy hiring.
Exciting. That is so exciting. That's so very exciting.
Yes,
you know, that's, and I hear your passion. And I love your passion for this. Tell me this though, because we're talking to other business owners. How did you make that transition from being someone who's working for someone to having your own thing? Like, what has been the transition for you? How's the mindset have to change?
So interestingly enough, I am a very big Tony Robbins fan. And right before, during COVID, I got a chance to get a ticket to Unleash the Power Within, which is one of his premier events. And it was going to be virtual, so I was going to do it from home. I was still working at the time, but I was already very aggravated with the company because they were owned by a corporation and they were really not doing well for anybody but themselves. It was all about the money. So I did a Tony Robbins event, and there's one exercise they do that is very deep, and you go into what your belief systems are and what do you really do when you grow up, where you see. And out of that, I literally cried my eyes out because I'm like, oh my God, this is what I had to do. And I really turned around and told my husband, I'm opening my own business. However, you know, Tony Robbins, if nobody has the experience, Tony Robbins events are like 12, 16 hours. They don't give you breaks for dinner half the time. It's very intense. They really want you to get into the mindset of what you want to be when you grow up, kind of a thing, and to get your mind right. So yeah, I turned around crying, told my husband, and then I was like, it was the whole weekend. And I said, oh my gosh, am I crazy? Like, am I really going to do this? So I reached out to 2 of my mentors. I've been very fortunate that I have awesome, powerful women that have been in my life and in my career that I can still call and say, let me run this by you. So I did call 2 of them. I said, I don't even trust one. I called both of them and I said, this is what I'm thinking. It is COVID still. I'm in Florida. We're open, but I'm not sure about this. And they both came back with, you should have done it 20 years ago. You know this better than anybody. You're passionate. We should have told you a long time ago. I'm like, well, you should have told me a long time ago. So literally, I opened the LLC that week and decided this is it. I'm going to do it. And I really had the feeling that they were going to fire me because I'm a little loud spoken. I'm not meek. I'm going to tell you like it is. And I was talking back about what you're doing is not fair. You can't cut anymore because my clinicians need to do their job. And I actually that week told HR, I'm going to get fired. And she was like, no, you have a glowing evaluation from your last boss. And I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to get fired. And I did. And I actually say, thank you. I thanked them when they fired me. They did me
Yeah.
the biggest favor ever. It was a little scary, I've never been in business before, but I know this business and I'm passionate about it. So it really was jump in with both feet in and let's do it. And,
I love it.
reaching out to mentors, reaching out to people that can connect you. I was new to Clearwater, so I had moved to Clearwater. I moved to Clearwater almost 3 years ago. So I didn't have, and during COVID, so of course I didn't
Right.
have time to network or places to meet people. So I really didn't know anybody in Clearwater because we really spent all of COVID renovating our unit.
Oh,
And
that's interesting. So that's very interesting for our folks to hear. So
yeah,
how did you go about getting to know and bringing in people to your idea and what you wanted to do?
right. So the first thing I did is I reached out to the local chamber. I'm like, well, if anybody knows businesses, is a chamber. So
Yes.
we actually have a great chamber here in Clearwater. It's called Amplify, and they're very connected to the community, and really helped me. Like not only, they did my ribbon cutting ceremony, but even before then, they say, okay, here's other people that you need to go talk to. Here's mental health, you go to talk to this person. If you want to
Yes.
help the community, you go talk to them. So they connected me with people even before we opened. And then I also joined the Hispanic chamber because I'm Cuban and I passionate about minority population. So they also helped me. They're like, okay, go talk to this person, go talk to that person. And really became like a community effort, which is great. I've joined a couple of community meetings that they helped me attend, and I made a lot of connections. I've also participating in a lot of community events. Like I'm good about, I want to give back to the community. This is not about me becoming a millionaire because I went into social work knowing that I'm not going to be a millionaire, but it's about giving back to the community. So we participated, you're in Clearwater, you're going to clean out the beach with me. So I had all my staff, let's go. We're cleaning the beach on one day. And
Very good.
Things like that also has helped in creating those connections and being visible in the community. So we won the Minority Achievement Award for Business of the Year last year with Amplify, and I was very proud of that.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yes. So this little Cuban girl was very proud of that. So
yes, of course. That's something to be proud of. You've been rocking and rolling. I just feel all the energy. You probably bring all the energy with you wherever you go. Everyone feeds off of it, right?
I do.
That's beautiful. So in that, tell me, what was the biggest obstacle for you during the COVID season of starting a business in?
Yeah, the COVID thing. I mean, they're not having the opportunities to network with people. They're not knowing funding. I mean, I was new to Clearwater too. So where do I get funding? Well, who can help me to take this off the ground quickly? The biggest struggle was actually the insurance companies. The insurance company, for you to be paneled with insurance company to be able to bill Medicaid and all the other insurance, it's a long process. It takes you a long time. So in the beginning, I was providing a lot of free care because I'm like, well, this person needs it and we're not roasted yet with the insurance. So, growing pains, I think, but I think because of COVID, it was also a blessing in some ways. We could do telehealth. COVID allowed mental health profession to be able to do telehealth and provide services to people that are never going to come into an office because they have issues.
Absolutely.
So that definitely, COVID was a blessing and not a blessing, but it definitely opened the world for people to be more aware about the mental health. There's definitely more of a need about mental health. So definitely, I mean, the amount of clients we have is because COVID, I think, quadruple the amount of mental health issues that people struggle with.
Exactly. So let me ask you this. Did you keep the telehealth part of it? Okay, awesome. And do you take insurance and self-pay, private pay?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Wonderful. I love it.
And now we're developing a little program for other businesses that might not have an EAP program. So EAP is employee assistance program, and usually has a component of mental health. There's a lot of little businesses that don't have health insurance, offer health insurance, or have a mental health, like the opportunity to do EAP. So I'm developing this little program that if a business owner is interested in providing EAP to their clients, we can provide it. I mean, to their staff, we can provide their sessions for them. And I want to include in there some education. Like I want to be able to go into a business and say, okay, give me all your staff in a lunchroom or whatever. I'll bring lunch and let's learn a little bit about mental health, how to take care of yourself, stress techniques, self-esteem, whatever the business really feel is needed, because I think that's the biggest part with mental health. There's some communities that have a lot of taboos about mental health.
Yes, absolutely.
That's one of my missions. Like, we need to break that. Mental health needs to be health. And, you know, I always use the example, if you break your bone, you go to the hospital. So if you have a mental struggle, you need to reach out to somebody and be seen by somebody and not wait
Absolutely.
around.
Right. So this is a loaded question, but what keeps you motivated?
Oh my gosh. Really the passion for mental health, you know, like one of the things, I was so proud and so excited when Simone Biles backed out of her last event because her head wasn't in the right space. And I was like, oh my God, girl, you have no idea what you've done.
She opened the door for so many people to just say,
so amazing to see, because that's my passion, is like, if your head is not right, the rest of your life is not going to be right. Your physical health is not going to be all right. Your everything is affected. Your work life, your family life. You're not going to enjoy your family if you're depressed, if you can't get out of bed. So that's really what gives me passion, is really to serve, especially, like I said, the kids with Medicaid that are having to wait. I don't want to do that. So kids with Medicaid get seen pretty quickly here. And that's just it. I mean, I want everybody to be healthy. And, you know, like, you go to a trainer to be physically healthy. You go to the gym. Mental health needs to be the same. Mental health needs to be, is part of your health, and you need to help yourself whenever you're having a mental health issue.
Yes, absolutely.
Stress, you know?
I just so appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing, because it's so needed. And we're seeing that people are coming out of the, you know, out of their houses, out of the taboo, and actually getting the help they're needed, more so than I've ever seen in my life. So I'm very excited for this movement. It's just exciting to see. So tell the folks where they can find you, how they can reach you.
They can find me at ClearPathHealthLLC.com, in Instagram at ClearPath Health, in Facebook at ClearPath Health, Twitter, I don't know, everywhere. We're everywhere. You can call our intake line also, is 727-241-7700. They will take your information. But my website actually is the easiest, because you have an intake form that you can fill out with your information. And then after you submit that form, you actually can schedule your own appointment.
Wonderful.
So it's super easy to do. And if we see that, you know, we're not having enough appointments quick enough, we then add some more. So that's the easiest way to do it. You don't have to wait to talk to somebody. You know, the phone tag thing sometimes doesn't work.
Absolutely.
So the website is definitely the best place, ClearPathHealthLLC.com, and you go to the intake form, fill it out, and you can send your own first appointment.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time. This has been valuable information.
All right,
y'all. No problem. So this has been another great episode. I'll see you guys again next time.